One of the questions I see most often on social media, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, or so on, X I guess is the new name of Twitter there, when will we see the first Shibarium burns of Shiba Inu Coin? Now guys, I'm going to answer that because the developers clearly are not going to, the ecosystem leads are not going to, because the answer is kind of crazy. And I'm going to answer it in a way that you guys may like or may dislike, but it's not going to be a specific date. Now, we are going to burn the first batch of Shiba Inu Coin from Shibarium after we increase the fees, after we have some votes, after the first round of governance takes place on the Shibarium network. Why? We're going to jump into the math, and I'm going to talk about why that has to be, because the developers aren't discussing it because they know the burns are never going to come if we don't make those changes. Let's talk about why, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you guys are brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and you're earning 5% on your cash balances. You're not going to get into the bank, and you don't have to buy a single thing in order to earn that. It's now available in the United Kingdom as well. So if you guys live in the UK, you've got Webull in the description down there as well. If you guys want cryptocurrency exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you've got KuCoin and Binance down there. KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, it's going to be considered a loan to those exchanges. So if you want to mitigate that risk and make it your asset, you need to look at a cold storage or DeFi wallet. Guys, now I know that might not have been the answer you were looking for. Nobody can predict with any level of certainty what that date is going to be. The best you can do is multiply, the current burn fee by the amount of transactions we're getting and come up with those levels. And if you do so, okay, a lot of the transactions are still coming in at 12 zeros and a 147. Now, we know that 12 zeros and a 147 is going to take 11,000 years at the average transactions, and at those burn fees, it's going to take 11,000 years to burn one bone. And we can't burn. Nobody can click the burn button until we have $25,000 worth of bone in that burn portal. So at the current prices, you're talking hundreds of thousands of years or millions of years before we would see any Shiba Inu coin burns. Now, clearly, the ecosystem leads, Lucy, Satoshi, Cal, they don't want to address that question. I don't know if it's because they don't want burns or if they don't know how to address that question, but that's the answer. Whether you like that or not, that is the answer. You guys can do the math yourself. I know every single one of you can multiply out numbers and figure out the conclusion there. It's going to take too long. If you don't want to do the math yourself, it's going to take too long to burn any Shiba Inu coin. But wait, there's more, and there is a glimmer of hope. Now, a lot of the transactions we're seeing on Shibarium on the main net are coming in at 12 zeros and an 8, or 11 zeros and a 2. Now, the beautiful thing about that is that is going to speed up the process drastically, nearly by a 10x increase. Now, it's clearly not going to burn any Shiba Inu coin still, but those burn fees are still too drastically low for anybody to even care about. So looking at those, I've already got the calculator up here. If we are burning at a 10x rate, and we need to see 100 billion transactions to burn one bone, as opposed to the trillion transactions at the 12 zeros and 147, if we need to see 100 billion transactions, and the Shibarium mainnet is currently doing about 100,000 transactions a day, it is going to take 1,000,000 days to burn one bone. Okay, that is only 2,700 years. Now, clearly, nobody wants to wait 2,700 years to see one bone worth of Shiba Inu coin burned. None of us are going to be around, and that's way too far out. But we can do a couple things. We should assume that the average transactions per day are going to increase. And if we get to 1 million transactions per day, which is an excellent layer 2 blockchain, all of a sudden you're talking about cutting that in half, or cutting that in by 90% again, to 10% of that level, 273 years, as opposed to 2,700 years. Still way too long. So what absolutely needs to take place? Raising the burn fee. Now, depending on what the burn fee was already at, a lot of people would say it's too expensive, you can't raise it, nobody's going to trade, it's going to decrease volume, all of this. It's going to decrease the level of transactions, and therefore it's going to be counterproductive, and will still not burn any Shiba Inu coin. First, we have to comprehend just how low the Shiba Inu coin burn transaction, or the burn fee, actually is. Guys, if it takes 1 trillion transactions to burn $1 worth of bone, if it takes 1 trillion transactions to add all of those fees together and have your fees equal 1 bone, now who out here would argue that raising that would be too expensive? If you increase it by 1,000x, it's going to take 1 billion transactions. Go ahead, do the math. Look at major blockchains like Ethereum and Bitcoin and so on, and understand that we might be 10 years down the road before we hit 1 billion transactions. And at that pace, it's going to take 10 years to accumulate $1 worth of fees. We can afford $1 over a 10-year period. I mean, my goodness, I'd be willing to donate that dollar over a 10-year period. But we can't stop there. Okay, we have to have this fee something reasonable if we ever expect to burn. If you are looking at competition, competitive blockchains out there, and look at the fees on them. Ethereum, let's not call them competitive, but people use the Ethereum blockchain, and transaction fees are anywhere from $20 to $100 a transaction, yet they still use them. Let's look at Binance. You might be paying 10, 20 cents for a transaction on Binance, and people are just massively flocking to use that because those fees are very cheap. Look at Polygon. You're talking a few cents on Polygon. People absolutely use it, and nobody bats an eye thinking about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cent fee on a blockchain transaction. Why is Shibarium so low? If we increase it to essentially be competitive as opposed to being way too cheap and I guess encouraging trillions of microtransactions to take place a day, which is not likely to happen, then we have to increase that fee. Once we go through that governance and kind of see exactly where the Shiba Inu coin community stands, and if the Shiba Inu coin community does increase the transaction fee, then we will see the burns. That's why the developers aren't answering the questions. That's why Satoshi won't respond. That's why Lucy won't respond. It's why Cal and Unification aren't going to respond, is because they don't like the answer, and they know you aren't going to like hearing, well, it's only going to take about 3 million years. Dinosaurs are going to be restored to the earth before Shiba Inu coin sees 1 Shibarium burn. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How do you take the truth, man? Does it make you cry, or does it encourage you to help innovate and move this blockchain forward? Let us know, and if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Claybro883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance. Free Discord. Until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day. Let's get started.